We've learned the identities of the victims in a deadly crash in Baldwin County that happened just after 10 Tuesday morning. That was near Highway 98 near Deer Acres Lane in Elberta. Alabama state troopers say a car driven by 34-year-old Keith Chapman of Foley collided with another vehicle. Troopers say Chapman's car then left the road and hit a tree. Chapman was taken to Sacred Heart in Pensacola where he died. Troopers say the other driver, 42-year-old John Bethia of Seminole, died at the scene. That crash remains under investigation. And you know, it's been 2 days since a crash in Alberta killed 2 people. State troopers say this incident happened when a car driven by Chapman collided with that car that we just talked about, driven by Bethia.
Fox 10 News' Dacian Smith talked with some of Bethia's former co-workers, and Dacian, they told you he was a very selfless man.
Yeah, that's right. John Bethia was known for his kindness and his generosity both on and off the job, and that's exactly why they want to make sure his legacy lives on. This Tuesday morning crash on Highway 98 in Elberta took the lives of 2 Baldwin County men, including 42-year-old John Bethia, who was a mail carrier. But before he delivered mail, he was the very first employee of Automatic Wrecker and Towing Service and a close friend of owner Levon Parr.
We went to school together and went all the way through middle school and high school together. We used to ride to school together and ride the bus together.
Bethia started as a service tech in 2017 and was promoted to service manager before choosing a new career in April of this year. Parr says he was one of the most selfless people he knew.
If he had $10 and you asked him for $5, he'd give you that or give you all of it. He never said no to anybody. He was always willing to help where he could.
Parr says that same personality carried over into his work life, like last year when he was on a service call and found out the customer didn't have enough money.
He was willing to take the money out of his pocket to pay for it, and so me and him come to an agreement that we would offer the services to them for free. He was just all joyful about that situation because the lady needed a battery in her car, and he was able to install a battery and get her on her way.
Even though he left the company in April,
this is John David Bethia.
There's still signs of him around the business.
This truck here is an autism awareness truck, and David asked if we could put initials on the puzzle pieces, and I agreed to it. And so that's the reason this truck right here is so special to the company, is because everywhere this truck goes and the driver that drives it every day gets to ride around with David's name on the side of this truck.
Parr says they plan to add more pieces with Bethia's date of birth and date of death on them, so they can put that logo on every truck going forward to make sure his name lives on.
Every one of our service techs here was trained by his foundation, so we want to keep his legacy living on as long as we can.
Now, something else that's pretty cool about this truck is that John Bethia's son's initials are actually on it as well. Now, if you want to help the family, there is a GoFundMe to go towards funeral expenses. The folks here at Automatic are also collecting gift cards to go towards Christmas and future birthdays for John Bethia's 13-year-old son. We have all that information on our website, fox10tv.com. Live in Loxley, Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.